Hello, everyone. My name is Jason Hanson, and I manage the University of Washington's Esports Arena and Gaming Lounge.
Yep, and I'm Alex Nguyen. I worked under Jason as the former broadcast coordinator. I was also a former team member for the UW Overwatch team as well.
Tonight, UW Esports brings you a special presentation. For 2 weeks, Alex and I hosted 25 local high school youth in an esports and broadcasting class. The students heard from incredible industry speakers from Amazon, Bungie, and the like. They learned from collegiate esports players and even met a few esports celebrities.
The students came to class willing to learn about the industry and the skills needed to pull off an excellent esports broadcast. And working in two teams, Team Purple and Team Gold, they were given all of the resources they needed to produce their own broadcast. And for the final day of class, each team hosted, produced, and broadcasted a Rocket League matchup between the students themselves, with handling all of the roles behind broadcasts from the shoutcasters, the producers, the technical directors, and the observers. So it was a great experience.
Yeah, the students were forced to work from home due to COVID. The two teams of students fought through low internet speeds, limited PC processing power, and the need to work with a team of strangers, ultimately pulling off something incredibly special. We are so proud of all the students and what they accomplished. We now present their broadcasts for you to enjoy. Team Purple and Team Gold, take it away.
today, as we host esports matches for the UW Youth Class Summer Teams, we get the special privilege of seeing the debut of two new teams, Team Purple and Team Gold. The UW Youth Esports Program seeks to build and foster community with esports and provide a safe space for people to respect and practice the virtues of good gaming and proper sportsmanship.
We hope you all at home are just as excited as we are to see Team Purple face off against Team Gold in these upcoming matches.
I'm Chris Shaker. I'm currently a sophomore, and I'll be your co-caster for this evening's series.
I'm Colin Carberry, and I'm a sophomore as well. I will also be one of your casters during tonight's matches.
So, Colin, as we saw yesterday, we saw Team Purple and Team Gold faced off in a prelim match. Now, we saw Team Purple dominate Team Gold in those matches. What do you think is going to happen today?
I definitely think it is going to be up to a roll of the dice is all I can say, because both of these teams have shown how proficient they are at finding the weaknesses in their opponents and really exploiting those. We saw Gold have a really strong backing in the first series that played out yesterday. They did end up losing that, but they did bring Team Purple to their knees a few times at that. So I definitely think that this is going to be, regardless of score, a struggle mentally and physically for both of these teams to really overcome each other. And I think that will provide a really interesting match today.
Interesting. Yeah, as we saw yesterday, Team Gold needed some type of liftoff because they definitely got one in the round in game 2 because they just completely dominated that game even though they started losing near the end. But if Team Gold can pull that off again, I think they can win a game today. What do you think, Colin?
I definitely think so, because what we see with Team Purple is they have fantastic cohesion, but Team Gold's getting there. But the reason Team Purple, I'm going to be 100% honest, the only reason Team Purple came back in the end of that match was DeBomb, who is a
Oh,
star player for Team Purple,
of course.
and got, what was it, a hat trick in the last minute and a half of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So that solo play, if Team Gold can just tap the ball a little bit to the side, out of the way of DeBomb's shot, to their teammate, just really have that tight-knit teamwork, and they can definitely pull a win against Purple.
Definitely. Yeah, as we saw yesterday, we saw DeBomb dominating Team Purple. Even though Vexy had an aerial threat, DeBomb was just the MVP, definitely. Even Coach Leo said that DeBomb was going to be the star player of the team.
Yeah, well, I guess we will see if he maintains that status as we go into match 1.
Great. Alrighty. So, it sounds like we are ready to get in. So, we're going to introduce our players real quick. We have, on the purple team, we have Darius, aka DeBomb, Cole, aka Next, Caleb, aka Kool-Aid, Ishmael, aka Vexy, and Coach Leo or Leonard. As we start the first round, we have on Team Gold, Ace, aka Doge, Kevin, aka Hyper, Eric, aka Long Leg, Aaron, aka Primo, and Ryan, aka Potato. And a quick start here for Purple, as DeBomb already scores in the first game. What do you think about this one, Colin?
I think that was quite rude of a shot. They did not even let us finish introducing all of them. So, really preemptive goal from Purple. And as we saw previously in the beginning of yesterday's games, all joking aside, Gold had no defense. And it seems like, a
Vexy
missed
just
shot from
barely
Vexy.
missed the shot right there. It looks like Vexy trying to get some personal glory back yesterday after scoring 4 goals in one game. That
But
was
again,
a crazy
Purple
game.
Purple
like-
is just
wait,
poking holes in Gold's
Kool-Aid!
defense. And it's another
Kool-Aid
goal.
scores!
It's time from
What is
Kool-Aid.
happening with Gold's defense? Gold's defense needs some work right now. No one back there. And Doge just completely misses the ball. It looks like he was going to take out Kool-Aid instead.
Kool-Aid might be up and coming, getting his skills prepped all week for this match, and he takes the first hit of the ball, and looks like he's gonna
He's
pass it a little
controlling the
bit
ball right
back
now. Team
up
Gold not
to
even able to
Vexy.
get there. Doge luckily clears it out. But it looks like Team Purple keeping it in Team Gold's half. You know, Team Purple has been dominating this entire game. Even though Team Gold has just not been focused. I think that's what happens with these 2 goals right now. What do you think, Colin?
Yeah, fantastic play from Team Purple, and the
Oh,
pressure is not stopping. They are keeping it at the goal and just at the throat of Team Gold. And Team Gold's just missing every ball, every shot, every block.
look at this. 2 people just, oh my god. This is just seeing cars jump around. Because every car that went for that, never mind. Vexy may just score. And he
Despite some of the
does.
issues that
Wow.
Purple might have had and that Gold has had, Purple's actually able to pull away with it. It seems Gold just is left in the dust completely.
Definitely. Now, it looks like Team Gold trying to come back after that horrible start. Even the bomb, who we thought at the beginning of the game, was going to be the person to, like, end it everything. But I don't know about that one. What do you
I
think,
mean,
Colin? Do you think the bomb is able to be the MVP again today?
I feel like this might be a strategy from Team Purple. He has been playing more defense, and as I say that, oh, it's a late touch from the bomb to save it from going further on the side.
Doge
But
wanted that one.
yeah, he's been playing more defense, and we're seeing Kool-Aid being the aggressive player. And yes, the bomb is keeping up, but I feel like this might be a change of pace just to keep everyone on the team a bit more well-rounded, which seems to be working as each teammate has 1 goal on Purple.
Interesting. Correct. Yeah. I think Purple really knows how to build a team. That may be in part thanks to Coach Leo. What do you think, Colin? Do you think Coach Leo has brought this team together?
I think he definitely has. From the last interview with him, he said he did not have to coach much, if at all, for these players. Mostly guide them in the right direction with their skills and with
Never
their
mind.
teamwork.
The bomb scores from almost halfway out.
And it seems like there's no more work to be done for Team Purple as they hold a 4-0 lead going into the 2-minute mark of this match.
Interesting. I think Team Gold really needs to step up their shots. Even though they may not be able to win this game, they still have to come back in next game so they don't lose in 2 games. As they like to say, Team Gold in 2. But I wonder if that's going to happen today, actually. Now, Vexy bringing it down. Not get it. He's going to try to go to the other goal, but he just barely misses. Team Gold left their entire side undefended. I think this is a part reason why Team Purple has been so successful today. Team Gold has just not been playing defense at all. Or if they have been, it's just not very good. What do you think about that one, Colin?
Interesting defense from Team Purple that seems to be working. Their cohesion is such that they are able to keep it on their side, hit it in front of their goal, and still clear it out effectively and not allow Purple to get it. And as we say
Vexy
that,
just scores again!
what a finessing tap from the back bumper if you watch this shot right there to just surpass
Oh my
Doge
god, that
and
was
roll into the goal.
That's just adding salt into the wounds for Team Gold.
Phenomenal gameplay from Vexy today.
Definitely. Even yesterday, we saw him be the aerial threat. Never mind, as he
And there it is again!
Vexy! Wow, he's just inspirational, honestly. Look at that. Just comes out of nowhere and just scores.
As long as they're winning, but the bomb, I'm sorry, Vexy might have just stolen your MVP slot. Absolutely phenomenal play.
I think definitely Vexy. If he keeps out, he is gonna go places. I mean, look at this. Look, he just brought the ball down the other field. So Kool-Aid, the bomb, they're all just watching him do everything for them. I think Vexy is actually going to be the team player this these couple games. What do you think? Oh, and Vexy just scores again.
Oh, they all went
As we
for
were
it. In
saying.
fact, he pulled away with the score.
Wow, look at this. It looked like Kool-Aid was going to get it, but Vexy just comes out.
Oh, it seems like El Primo might have disconnected from the match.
Never mind, he got back, but
Oh,
is he?
okay. Oh, the bomb taking it down?
The ball,
Oh.
barely missing. Looks like Kool-Aid is going to have a wide open shot. No, Vexy takes it away. Never mind. The ball has the rebound and scores.
And with 10 seconds left, the bomb just continues to put the pressure on with Vexy at the forefront of this Team Purple offense.
Definitely. It looks like the only person that we haven't even seen do much is Kool-Aid today. And as we enter the last 10 seconds, looks like the score is going to be 8-0 unless Purple can pull something off in these last couple seconds. Oh! The bomb just barely missing a last shot. And that is the first game, ladies and gentlemen. 8-0 Team Purple. What do you think about that one? What do you think about that game, Colin?
I think that was definitely a phenomenal showing of what Purple can do. I mean, heck, look at the scoreboard. I mean, Chris, look at this. All Gold had was one save, as opposed to Team Purple.
Ooh.
4 goals, 3 goals, 1 goal, assists,
They
shots,
didn't
so
have a
many
shot.
shots. Just the
They didn't even have
opportunities.
a shot in this game.
Yeah, just the opportunities that Team Purple is taking to really get the ball in the net. And just the way they're controlling this ball is just absolutely crushing all of Gold's hopes and dreams of taking this match.
Definitely. Yeah, it looks like Team Gold really needs to pull something together. I don't know even if they can recover from the last loss. I mean, if I was in the Team Gold position, I would be I would be sad, moping and stuff, but I think Team Gold can definitely pull this off. I've seen Team Gold they lost yesterday, but they came back almost. I think Team Gold can definitely pull this off today again. Because Team Gold has resilience. And resilience is what they need right now. What do you think about it, Colin?
Yeah, they may have that, but they're going to need a lot more of it to beat this Purple team because they are on fire for this evening's matches.
Definitely. But as we saw, I think Doge can definitely step it up for Team Gold. Because we haven't seen any of them. We saw a bunch of them yesterday, but nothing today. So, if he just brings it up a notch, I think Team Gold can do at least not have another 8-0 loss. Maybe 1-0. What do you think about
Yeah.
that, Colin?
Yeah, I definitely think there's that potential, but hey, with that potential, they're going to need a game plan. So let's give them a few minutes and we'll come right back after this short break.
Alrighty, we are back now from our short break, ready for round two against Team Purple and Team Gold in the UW Youth Esports Final. Colin, we saw last round. Team Purple absolutely decimate Team Gold. What do you think is going to happen this round?
Um, like you said earlier, Chris, Team Gold really has to be resilient. They have to be aggressive. They have to counter what Purple is putting out there as to their gameplay. And I definitely think that Potato is going to be a big part of that. We've seen him play mostly on defense, and when we see him on defense, he is holding the goal, and we don't see him make massive plays. We don't see him do flashy shots or moves. But what he is doing is he is maintaining control of the ball as much as he can. And I think Team Gold could all use a little bit of that if they want to have a chance at winning this best of three series.
Yeah, if we see Team Purple win this next round, Team Purple will actually win it all. Is that gonna put any more weight on their shoulders, knowing that they can win it all right now?
I think it could, but also I think that they might just be chilling in a lawn chair, sipping a cold drink because this this game, that last match, the games yesterday, they have just been steamrolling all over Team Gold, and I don't think in terms of uh, basics, in terms of playstyle, in terms of team cohesion, they are lacking in any of those bases. So I don't think they have anything to worry about.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Team Purple is definitely gonna dominate this next game, but I think if Team Gold can really just pull it together, they can at least stop some of Purple's advances, and maybe even just go straight in for offense. But definitely, what we saw Team Gold do last game was when they went on offense, they would just leave the entire goal of just unattended. So Team Purple just had a wide open shot every time. That's how they scored so much. So Team Gold really needs to just pull it together, keep someone on defense, and just look at Team Purple as an example of what they have to do.
Yeah. I mean, and yesterday we saw El Primo, some untapped talent on Team Gold, going for some jump shots, going for a little bit of aerial boosts, but not as much, not nearly as much as Dabom or Vexy. But still, he's going for them. So if he's able to do what he did yesterday, he can be a standout player for Gold and help them secure the ball and possibly a victory along with it.
So Colin, going back to what you said that El Primo was a bunch of untapped potential. Is that what you describe Team Gold, just untapped potential?
Actually, because from Team Gold, what we're seeing, Potato, he's doing smart plays, but he's not playing outstandingly. He's not doing anything flashy, as I mentioned, but he's playing standard Rocket League, which is it's fine, and that helps his team. But we don't know what he can do. He's not taking any risks, and in some ways that's a good thing, but in other ways that stunts him and his team from progressing. El Primo, we saw him yesterday taking those chances. And I think that the second series yesterday might have, in a way, just like shown him that sometimes taking those chances they come with extraordinary risk for your team and in terms of the win. So he might be backing off that now, and that is not something to do in this. I think him and Doge need to use what they used yesterday to get ahead of Purple early on in the game and maintain that lead.
So you said that Team Gold, the El Primo needs to just be more selfish, correct? Or do you want El Primo to be more of a team player and let the other Team Gold players hit the ball and stuff? What do you think?
Yeah, on this, it's not a matter of being selfish or being a team player. It's just a matter of taking these chances, taking the risks that come with making the plays that Vexy and DeBomb are so used to taking, and that Kool-Aid is starting to take now. And if he can take those chances, make those plays, and get used to that, it can make a massive impact. And opened doors for him and his team to make plays and score goals that they weren't able to before.
Definitely. Now, it seems that the two teams are now ready. I mean, almost ready to get into the next round. Reminder: if Team Purple wins this game, they win it all. Let's see what happens.
Again, this is going to be an intense match for these two teams as we start.
Definitely. Now, let's see what is going on. So, looks like Purple trying to get off to a quick start with Gold lacking in little less lacking in defense this round actually. Doge trying to get the ball out of their own half, but looks like unsuccessful as Vexy just has a wide open shot. Oh, just barely misses. Next, trying to get it center to DeBomb and scores.
Look, earlier we saw a bit of miscommunication. I don't know who it was, but a purple player, either Lovenex or the bomb, bumped into Vexy as he was going for the aerial shot. He was able to follow it up and almost make it, but it looks like they kind of ironed out those wrinkles in their gameplay, and it looks like they're off to a fantastic start as we saw that shot from the bomb just lined up in center.
Remind as Vexy goes for goal and he scores. Another aerial goal from Vexy. G's just continuing to be the aerial threat we saw him be yesterday.
Yeah, Team Gold is going to have to pull something out of their tailpipes if they're going to win this match.
Definitely. I mean, just look at what's happening right now. Team Purple's dominate again, and Team Gold's not even putting up any fight. Just Team Purple's just playing around with Team Gold, just doing whatever they want. And oh, never mind. El Primo demolishes the bomb. Looks like he's getting some of that pent-up anger out.
Couldn't tell if that was intentional or not. But Lovenex is the only defender, and it's right in front of the goal. But Vexy
Never mind. Vexy gets that out of there. Wow. Look at this. And no one back on defense. El Primo trying to get back.
Bomb is just dribbling the ball.
The ball! Oh! Just
The
barely missing the shot. Just mistimed that just a little bit. As looks up Doge and Primo trying to get up the field. Trying to crawl back from this 2-0 deficit right now.
What a nice
Centering it.
tap
Oh,
from
Potato
him.
just misses it.
We see that aerial tap. It looks like El Primo is taking these risks. He's doing what worked for him yesterday, and they're paying off as they got their first shot on Purple's goal, and it's open
Never
goal.
mind. Oh! Vexy coming back. Oh, Doge just barely missing the shot.
Purple might want to have someone hang back like they did with the Dog Bomb in the first match because Team Gold is starting to get dangerously close to that shot. As I say that, they're heading down to Purple side yet again.
Well, yeah, we saw this because Team Purple, I think Team Purple is less focused in this round. What do you think, Colin? Do you think Team Purple is less focused, or do you think the Team Gold is just more unified this round?
I think it's a mix of both. I mean, we're seeing these close shots and these narrow misses and just these imperfections from Team Purple and Jabal mostly. We didn't see these before. And it's almost as if they are getting instructions and they're hearing that and they're trying to do it, but then they don't know what to do.
Never mind, as Vexy says a shot. The bomb. Just tapping it in. Look,
I mean,
Vexy.
Yeah.
He could have. I mean, it just could have went in, but the bomb being a little selfish there, but taking the goal. Never mind. It's 3-0.
Just on these like tactical and just.
Never mind. As next, just from the first touch. Oh my God.
Off. That is unheard of in any league match of sorts, and everyone on Gold misses it.
God. Gold just cannot come back from these problems we saw in the first match. Look at this. The bomb already.
Yeah, I think
Doge.
the small tactical plays that Purple has been lacking on a bit this match
Oh, and
Oh,
Primo just
close
misses
shot.
the shot.
It's not outweighed by the raw talent that Purple just has, and they're taking it down to the goal
Oh,
again.
I don't know who that was. I think it was Doge, but he just barely stops the shot from going in the goal.
As I
Oof.
said, that we saw that aerial from Vexy yesterday. That would have been on point. He would have hit that. That one too, perfectly hit. But not every single shot this series. So it makes me wonder what is going on with Team Purple to make them miscommunicate like.
It looks like Doge is staying back now more and playing actual defense instead of it just being every person on defense and then every person on offense for Team Gold. Never mind as DeBomb just taps that in and he just dribbles that one in.
Again, Team Gold is missing the opportunities here. It's like they're going through this game with a blindfold. I mean, Doge has boost. We see that after the goal. He could have used that to get up if they're not taking these chances.
That is just crazy. As you see, Doge has a Fortnite skin on his car. Maybe he should just stick to playing Fortnite because it looks like Rocket League is not his game anymore after this game.
No, it is definitely not. This is all Team Purple all day. This is Love Next. This is Vexy. This is the Bomb. This is everyone that is on Team Purple just making these plays and showing up today.
Look at this. Oh, and Primo just barely stopping. Oh, and he barely stops the goal. Next, trying to get back in, and Vexy scores.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but when we see this goal, Love Next backs into Vexy so that he can hit the ball in. I doubt that was, but what a phenomenal play and goal.
That is called teamwork right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Purple is just mwah, beautifully executing. This is what it means to be a team, ladies and gentlemen. This is what every sports team strives to be. As the bomb dribbles the ball in for a 7-0 in the 46th second.
Look, I
Wow.
think they're pushing for the 9-0 win. All right, they went 8-0. Now they're going for 9-0. Simple
You
as
think
that.
they're gonna get that?
I think they can if they hit another shot into the goal off of this kickoff. Oh, but they do
Crazy.
not.
Looks like Potato trying to get some glory. No, he misses the shot. As the bomb tries centering it for the other team.
Oh, gold. Oh, Team Gold has an opportunity here. A golden one at that. And, oh, they aren't able to make it work in these last few seconds.
And that is all it, folks. Team Purple winning it in 2 games. Wow.
That is the series.
I think Team Purple definitely deserved to win this game because you just saw they were just taking shots. They were cohesive. They did whatever it took just to win. And guess what? They did. Wow. I think that was a beautiful match. What do you think, Colin?
I think it was. And we see the bomb coming in strong during this second game to close out the series. But I would say I cast my vote on Vexy for this MVP for this series. What's your thought on that?
Definitely. I would definitely say Vexy. As we saw, DeBomb had less of a presence today, but Vexy, he was a menace on both sides of the field. He was offensively, defensively. I mean, what more could you want from a player?
Look, we saw the bomb much lower than Vexy in the first standings, and though he gets MVP in the second match, he racked up one more point than Vexy overall in this series. Kool-Aid and Love Next both had one with a 7-0 and an 8-0. But I think Vexy's play in of itself and leading the team through to these goals, setting them up with the aerials, as you mentioned before, is just really phenomenal and just spearheading for Team Purple's victories.
Definitely. Yeah, I think Vexy definitely deserves the honor of this games or tournaments MVP. I think that he just was the biggest team player out of anyone, and he just showed why he deserves to be on this team.
Well, thank you folks for watching. We hope you all at home were as hyped and excited watching this match as we were. It sure was one heck of a series. But until then, we will pass it off to interviewing with the purple team's manager and coach, Leo, as we head
Yes,
away
sir.
from the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back now to interview the coach of the winning purple team, Coach Leonard. Wow, Coach, it was a crazy matchup today with your team dominating Team Gold. What do you think? What do you think of your team's performance today?
I mean, couldn't be prouder myself. They really showed out. Even though Vexy wasn't hitting the stuff he's usually hitting, the other team members stepped up and closed it out.
Definitely. So,
Yeah.
oh yes. So,
Yes.
Coach Leonard, what is your history and experience in esports?
Well, I've played on a couple teams before. So, and we spent a lot of time going over strategies and going over our mistakes, and I've also done some coaching on third-party websites. So, I feel like with my knowledge and the player's skill, we were really able to close it out and
Definitely.
perform well.
Definitely.
What were some skills you're able to bring from your prior experiences to really propel your team and help them do better and really foster their skills in these matchups?
Well, a huge one was communications. They were really good at just saying what they were gonna do in the right spots. There's a whole thing with what role you're in the field. You say certain things, and they were handling that beautifully, and they were always ready for the pass. They were always giving the pass. So there was very unselfish play.
Definitely. Definitely. Now, Coach Leonard, what would you describe your job is in like the most simplest terms for our viewers?
My job is to improve the team, not the players.
Interesting.
Well
Interesting.
said.
So, you're not like a normal sports coach. You're something different. Is this correct?
Mm, Kind
You're like,
of.
yeah,
I would say that I'm not normal sports coaches are kind of fostering talent. They're watching them grow and focusing on specific players and trying to get them improve. But my role is to get these players to work with each other more because that's the only way we're gonna win games. It doesn't matter if one would be a crazy player. If the defense is good and they block everything he tries, we're gonna lose. So we have to work as a team, and that's kind of what I have to bring to the table and how to work as a team.
Obviously, we've seen the success and progression that your team has had over this series, and can I just say, phenomenal work with you and your team in these matchups. But
Thank you.
yeah, no doubt about it. But with that, there had to be some obstacles you had to overcome to really get your team forward. I would assume in the beginning of getting to working together. Can you describe those and explain how you got past them?
Um, it honestly wasn't that difficult. The team kind of meshed on really early, but it was hard to get them to focus sometimes, to get them to stop flooding comms with just random stuff and actually focus on the game. But when we're winning, it's really not a big deal. But if we're not on track to win, if we're in a losing position, it's really not a good idea to stay off track.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, Coach Leonard, you said that the team, even though they were messing around, they were winning. So, are you gonna continue letting them mess around now?
If they win. I don't see the big problem with it.
Definitely, definitely. I think you're just fostering a good team environment right now. I think this is why your team is so cohesive, Coach Leonard. I applaud you for that. Very inspirational.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, hey, congratulations, Coach, on the big win. Go celebrate with your team for the next couple hours until camp is over. But until next matchups that we see each other in, bid you adieu.
Bye bye.
Thank you. uh, yeah, I didn't hear the last part of that, but yeah, thank you. Will do.
Alrighty, guys. So it looks like that's gonna be all for today. It looks like as our stream is nearing the end, we really want to thank you for watching the stream, and thank you for supporting esports. It really means a lot to everyone. What do you think about this matchup, Colin?
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal matchup. But none of this would be possible without the fans that we cast for, that we are here for, the team play for you all. So we can't thank you enough for showing up and watching this match. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, all, and have a great rest of your day.